Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you are all doing well. Happy new month to each and every single one of you. So today's video has gone super viral on TikTok. Take a look. Now, this has got a lot of people talking about public proposal. A lot of people are saying that she should have let him down slowly in private instead of saying no in public. I want to know what you ladies think about this. Like, would you say no in public if you felt the need to say no? Or would you say yes in public and then let him down slowly in private? What would you do in a situation like this? Let me know in the comment section. Now, these are some of the comments that I saw, right? Take a look. So, it could be anything, but in my opinion, you should know. You should know how she feels about all of this, because I feel like things like this should be discussed prior to it being done. Okay, if your girlfriend has expressed that she likes to be proposed in public in front of a number of people, then you know that that's what she likes. If she's hinting that she's not ready for marriage, don't do it. If your relationship is not working, don't go and get a ring with the hopes that she's going to say yes. But let me know your thoughts about this, and let's get into the stitches.
If you're dating a guy and he proposed to you, you wouldn't say yes to the proposal, but he did it in some giant public setting where everybody's watching. Would you be like, no, and walk out? No. Or would you pretend to say yes and then go home later and be like, actually, I don't want to do that?
Oh, I would say yes.
I think for me, out of respect for that person's future, I would say yes and then say no in private.
I would probably say yes, but I think when I said no, I would probably end things with them, because I would be like, how are you so out of the loop that you don't understand that I wouldn't say yes? You shouldn't
don't know when
proposing, especially in public, if you're not sure if the person would say yes.
So I know the men are going to call me a hater, but I was looking at the comment section of this video, and a lot of people were like, oh, I feel so sorry for him and all of that. And don't get me wrong, if this man is good to her and they communicated about their future together and he was blindsided in that moment and devastated by it, then I absolutely feel bad for him. But there are some men that weaponize even a proposal. There are some men that know that they have messed up so bad, the only thing they could do is propose. They might have been caught cheating. They might have been caught in another woman's DMs. They might have been caught lying. Whatever it is you caught him doing, flowers won't suffice. He knows he has to go big or go home. So he's going to propose. That's how women end up with the shut up rings that are so popular. For all we know, she could have said she doesn't want to get married to him or doesn't want to get married right now, and he thought this big public proposal was going to force her hand. Like, we don't automatically assume that because he proposed to her in this public setting, that he's the one who's the victim because she said no. I've seen videos of women say they're literally begging the man, don't you do this, please don't do this. They're begging him and he still drops to one knee. Sometimes they're hoping that the public pressure will force your hand.
I will be so glad when people stop trying to make women responsible for men's feelings. This video of a man surprise proposing in Paris has gone mega viral. It has almost 70 million views, over 100,000 comments, and most of them say some version of this. Even if you don't want to marry the person, just say yes in a public setting and communicate that you didn't want to embarrass them and don't actually want to marry them in private. We'll come back to that. The other comment that was super common was, we need more people like the people that went to comfort him in this world. Everyone went to comfort him. Did any human beings check on the woman who literally fled for her life as though she thought she might be in danger, having a panic attack, an anxiety disorder, something like that? This woman looks terrified. Nobody checked in to see if she was running for cause, if this was a first date and this guy's just a lunatic, if she had already rejected this in the past and he was trying to trap her into saying yes by proposing in front of a crowd, as many men do. But people continually brainwash young women into thinking it is their job to stage manage men's feelings. This woman says, I was proposed to publicly and said yes, even though I knew I would never marry him. I didn't want to embarrass him in front of everyone and broke up with him the next day. And then if this man assaults you or unalives you the next day, it's your fault. Well, you should have just said no. There's no right answer, because the thing is, whatever you do, it's always supposed to be your fault as a woman. Because it was never about the right way or least harmful way to say no. It's about what a man wants mattering more than what you need. So there's always another way to blame you for it because you didn't sacrifice yourself to make him happy. So first of all, while the location and manner of a proposal might be a surprise, the proposal itself never should be. You should have discussed marriage in advance. And when you discuss it, ask the person, are they okay with you proposing in public? And if they say no, don't do that. If you claim you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, you ought to know what their triggers are, and you shouldn't be trying to use them against them. But this is not uncommon. Videos have gone viral where men have incorporated their fiance's fears into the proposal. And a man who wants to see you anxious and hurt is really not the man of your dreams. Someone who is feeding off of your fear and turning what's supposed to be a beautiful moment into a humiliation ritual does not care about you. They only care to see if you're being the perfect victim. Like the man who proposed on that high swinging bridge, knowing his fiancée was terrified of height and bridges. When she came out there anyway, nearly vomiting and crawling to get the ring, he knew, hey, I have someone who will always tolerate the mistreatment and abuse I dish out. So beware of anyone who is trying to weaponize your fears, especially at a moment like this. Part of your criteria for a lifetime partner should be someone who minimizes your exposure to things that you fear and someone who always wants to make you feel safe. And of course, beware of anybody who's trying to make you responsible for their behavior. Like and follow for more.
How do proposal rejections happen? It's one thing that I've never understood, and I don't think I will ever understand. Specifically public ones. Like I just saw a video of a guy getting down on one knee out in public, and then the girl says no. How does that happen? How do you propose to somebody without 100% certainty that they're gonna say yes? How do you propose without like any sort of discussion beforehand about getting married? I feel like if you're at the stage where you're going to propose to get married to somebody, you've already discussed getting married before, and you know that they're gonna say yes. You're telling me you arranged this very elaborate in public proposal without knowing 100% that this person was going to say yes. And in these videos, I always go to the comments and I see comments saying like, oh, this girl should be nice and just say yes in the moment and then reject him later so he's not publicly embarrassed. It's not embarrassing for this guy that the girl said no. It's embarrassing because this shows that he's just stupid. Say what you want, but bro clearly did not think this through. That's the embarrassing part, and honestly, he kind of deserves some public humiliation for that because, dude, what the hell? You're telling me better choices. People are going to say, oh, but he's romantic. No, he's stupid for that. Like, that's just dumb. He didn't think.
Honestly, at first, I thought it was staged. There's a lot of things I see that I believe are staged, but because of the way people were responding, I kind of thought it was real because that a lot of people were saying in even different videos that the guy is an ex and he's stalking her. She had a restraining order on him. I don't know how true that is, okay? But like I was saying before, and as the other guy said, like, didn't you know that she was going to say no? Like, if your relationship is not working, don't you know? Don't you know that your relationship is not working? If you cheated on her and, you know, she's not forgiving you, you think buying a ring for her will kind of get her back to you. If you were abusive and manipulative, gaslighting her and all of that, and she said the relationship is over, do you think buying a ring is going to fix it? No, it's not. Okay, if you're working on your relationship for whatever reason, she's hinting that she's no longer interested in the relationship. Because I think a lot of guys do that on purpose. They do it because they believe that when they bring the ring every woman is going to say yes. This is all I'm seeing, all of this grand proposals where women say no, okay? Not the ones where they say yes, because some of them, like the other lady said, let him down slowly, accept it in public, and then say no in private just for the sake of, your image and his image and so on and so forth. But to be honest, if whatever they are saying is true about him being a stalker, about she having a restraining order against him, he was doing this on purpose. He thought he would come and slap a ring on it and then she would say yes. Oh, wonderful. Let me take you back, but she said no. And I'm happy that she said no. I mean, you need to stand up for yourself, even if it means that, the whole world is going to be against you, because everybody went there to support him, to comfort him. He was crying and so on and so forth. But nobody knows the backstory of the whole thing. Okay. And nobody even checked. Nobody ran after her to say, hey, what is going on? Are you okay? Is everything fine? Nobody said anything. Everybody was feeling kind of empathy for him. So we don't know what actually happened, because if that relationship was slapping, if that relationship was going so well, I'm sure that lady would have said yes. But to say no and then on top of that to run away, red flags everywhere. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again with another video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.